Well, we're with the winning coach, Eric. Eric, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
They don't call that the Chaos League for no reason. In the end, 3-2. I'm sure the crowd loved that, but for yourself, talk us through that game.
Oh, look, it was a really cagey affair, right? Because, we know these sort of academy teams are going to come ready and prepared. Their pre-seasons are all set out, and it was always going to be a challenge. And we know that they're dealing with some challenges around their squad, so there's a lot to be proud of from their perspective. But for us, for me, the endeavour, the work rate, the desire to buy into how we want to play was exceptional. And look, the outcome is one thing, but when you sort of work really hard to get 2 goals up and they go and score 2 world-class goals, which are undefendable, if there's such a word, it has the impact of potentially affecting and disrupting the morale of the group. So I thought the group's desire to come in after the second half and stay focused, stay positive, was to me the highlight. But yeah, a really good way for us to start. But we know this league's a little bit different because it's longer. But we'll take this one and move on. Usually
you have the majority of the possession. This time it was City. What were you telling the boys, just to be patient when its chances come when you need to take it?
Well, I think that you're right about this league. It is a chaos league, and each week you're presented with different challenges and opportunities. I think we knew with them that they were going to dominate certain aspects of the game. So without getting into too much detail, we were prepared to let them have the ball in certain areas. And then we knew that, if the things fall our way, then we've got some other assets that they might find difficult to deal with. I also would like to say that we sort of broke this thing down into two stages, like that first 65 minutes where we knew we were going to be fatigued and we needed to get the right balance and changes off the bench. But across the board, staff and players have got a lot to be proud of. So, yeah, we kind of let them have it in certain areas, but, geez, they're a good team, right?
New team, so a lot of new faces. How do you get them to gel so quickly in a short time frame that you had them?
Well, I think that's a compliment to our football club, from Mark all the way down to every little supporter. We understand we're a big club. That's one thing to say that. There's a lot of big clubs around. And then when you come here on such a big day and it's showtime, I think there's that naturally happens. But you're right. We had a lot of disruption during the pre-season. We lost Aiden late. We lost Morgan an hour before the game. You take away a lot of the boys that have been the foundation of our success. But what it does do is it creates opportunity and belief. But for me, the most important thing now, it has to be to recover because we put in a big shift and next week's a completely different proposition.
You mentioned about recovery, a couple of tired legs out there with Tyler. You took off Nicola at half-time. Was that tactical or was it just he had a yellow card?
Well, it was tactical because Nicky's had a really interrupted pre-season and an hour ago he was at work, right? He didn't know he was starting. And he was just immense for us. And he gave us everything, and that's all we want. We can't have people trying to sort of manage themselves through a game. They're better off giving us as much as they can for 5, 10, 15, 20, and then we'll get someone else in. So, tactical, but I thought Jack did really well when he came on, but Nicky was fantastic for us today.
Russell got the goal there. It was a frenetic 5 minutes. What was the message to the boys?
Well, the message is I think we're playing against, again, a very, very good team that is fitter than us, and they were always going to go. So, tactically, we haven't done this for 4 or 5 years. We kind of sort of set up a bit of a block with 5 minutes to go. So the message was work as hard as you possibly can. And but you know what? We probably could have pinched a fourth in the end as well. So we remained positive and on the front foot.
Well, congratulations. Good luck next week.
Thank you, Alex.